For we live in a world that looks solid, but the deeper you zoom, the stranger it gets. And Paul said something about reality that most of us skip over. And Paul is not being dramatic here. He is not writing poetry. He is making a claim about how the universe actually works. He says the visible world is the temporary layer, and the unseen world is the durable layer, the layer that actually holds everything together. When Paul uses the word unseen, he is not describing imagination or emotion. He is describing a category of reality that does not depend on your senses. To Paul, the unseen is not a metaphor. It is the deeper layer that supports everything you can see. And this is where the conversation becomes very interesting. Modern physics tells us that the physical world is almost nothing like what your eyes report. The world that feels solid under your hand is, at the deepest level, almost entirely empty space. Here is the part that surprises most people. If you scale the nucleus of an atom up to the size of a peanut, the nearest electron would be a football field away. That means the atom is almost entirely empty space. The solid world is not solid in the way we imagine it. And if the world is almost entirely empty space, then what exactly are you touching when you place your hand on a table? You are not touching matter. You are touching the forces that hold matter together. And if the world is almost entirely empty space, then what exactly are you touching when you place your hand on a table? You are not touching matter. You are touching the forces that hold matter together. And now Paul's words begin to sound less poetic and more structural. He says the visible world is temporary, and the unseen world is the one that truly endures. Physics tells us that the visible world is the thin surface layer, and the unseen forces are the real architecture. And Paul describes an unseen layer that supports the visible. Physics describes an unseen layer that supports the visible. Different language, different tools, same pattern. And the unseen world is not far away, is not floating above the clouds. It is woven into every atom, every breath, every moment. Paul is not pointing to a distant realm. He is pointing to the deeper layer of the world you already live in. And the visible world is the thin outer shell. The unseen world is the framework that holds it together. Paul says the unseen is eternal. Physics says the unseen is fundamental. Both point in the same direction. And Paul was not reaching for flowery language. He was describing reality as it truly is. A world where the deepest truths are not visible to the eye, but they hold everything together. For every moment of your life is shaped by forces you cannot see. Paul invites you to pay attention to that deeper layer, not to escape the world, but to understand it.